The new GTA Online weekly update is live right now, and Rockstar has just released their new DLC vehicle for the week, the Canis Castigator. Plus, we have the new daily Madrazo bounties for players to try out. That is some of the new DLC content for this week, but today on the show, we will be jumping into GTA5 Online, and we are going to be checking out all of the larger changes for this week for your new weekly update guide, like the Double Money G's cache, our rare and removed vehicles featured back into the game for a limited time this week, the big discounts on an incredible assault rifle that you need to be using in-game right now, the standard vehicles that we have that are also available on discount we'll touch on, plus we'll check out some of the new free vehicles as well that you can claim in-game right now and more. Of course, I have my weekly update video of all of the news and information, your comprehensive sneak peek at the weekly event that goes live on Wednesdays, but on Thursdays I like to jump into the game and show you guys the biggest changes that take effect with some nice gameplay, tips and tricks, strategies, a full guide on how to maximize this week in GTA. So with that being said, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's begin, shall we? Let's check out this Madrazo daily bounty. A Madrazo hit has been located nearby. Take out his target each day to earn cash and RP. Complete the hit using Madrazo's weapon of choice to earn bonus cash. Now, if you pull up his text message, when you get to the icon that you'll see on your map here, this is the Madrazo hit. Players can do one of these basically once per real life day. So it's unfortunate that there's 15 total locations and you can only do one per day. I was kind of led to believe that we were going to be able to do 15 each day. Like, I thought it was just a collection of 15 daily bounties. The location is going to be different for every player, but at least according to my map, this is where I can find mine, up in Grapeseed. Now, nonetheless, these are now available this week. TezFun2 says they are paying out $40,000 and 1,000 RP because they are double money. So without double money, there's just $20,000. You need to use that weapon of choice. And if you do that, you will earn an additional $20,000 on the hit. So let's check out Madrazo's text message here. He says, so you are a bail enforcement agent now? Very good. I have a long list of fugitives I need some help with. I will send you a target, and if you can capture them, I will pay a good rate. Just make sure you capture them fatally and don't take their body to the authorities. If you help me to just send the right message by capturing them using my preferred weapon, I will give you a bonus. Interested? Good. I will be in touch. So let's drive up and we are going to access this daily bounty and check it out this week. So here we go. Let's contact Martin Madrazo for our first daily bounty and Madrazo hit here in GTA Online. Use the image provided by Madrazo to locate the target within the question mark area. Carry out the hit. He wants us to use a sniper rifle for our weapon of choice. So we are just going to basically turn around here. Our target is going to be very close. I think all of these are going to spawn pretty close to you. And now let's just pull up the image of our target here. This is who we are looking for. Basically a hillbilly here with a beanie, light green shirt, and brown overalls. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna step out of our car, pull out our sniper rifle, and let's go do some reconnaissance here. That does not appear to be him, but I'm sure this guy is gonna be nearby. All right, so we could see him right over there. He's got some friends with him, so they may start shooting at me in a second, but there we go. We're just gonna basically headshot him. Boom, he's taken out, and we'll just start killing everyone else to make sure that, you know, we don't have anyone else bothering us while we're trying to take this photo. Oh, that guy was still alive. That's interesting. And as you can see, we have the police on him, so we're probably going to want to make this quick. Let's take this photo, and there we go. Take photo. We should get the option. Press X, send to Madrazo, and we are good to go. Now, of course, if you want to farm these, or, you know, just get it done and not worry about using the weapon of choice, feel free to use your Oppressor Mark II or Sparrow or whatever you want. Just blow everyone up. But of course, I think for something like this, it's worth trying to do the roleplay. You get basically double the money anyway. Now we're going to leave the area, and let's see if it's going to give us that $40,000 payout or however much it is, because if it's double money and we're making $40,000, that means standard we're making 20. But it says we get more money and a bonus if we use the weapon of choice. So we're getting 60,000 in total. Okay, so it looks like the bounty is going to be 20,000, but of course double money for 40,000 this week. We're getting a bonus of 20 because that's also double using the weapon of choice. And I think on single money it would be a $10,000 bonus for 30,000. So this is just my speculation. 20,000 if you kill the guy, 20,000 or 30,000 if you kill the guy using the weapon of choice, 40,000 if you kill the guy with double money, and then of course 60,000 if you kill the guy with double money and use the weapon of choice. Our new DLC vehicle that was added to GTA Online this week is the Canis Castigator, and you can see it's available on Southern San Andreas Super Autos for purchase for $1,650,000. Now, I know some players were able to get their friends to give it to them in the LS car meet because they were able to unlock it early. I'm pretty sure it's the Tier 4 Progress Award for the bail office here in GTA Online as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you completed all those career progress challenges, then you were able to get it that way. But since I'm on PC right here, there is no career progress. I'm just going to be buying it off the website. So we're going to buy it in the red colorway, and then I'm going to customize it, and I will showcase it to you guys, basically the performance at max customization and things like that. So there we go, purchased, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Now, I don't want to start ragging on this new car right away. I must say the customization options you get for it are really weird. Like, Rockstar gives you a trillion different, like, massive push bar bumpers for the front and rear, and you can kind of commit to like either a really dumb looking off-road build, or you can keep it a little bit more stock and have it be like just the normal Jeep it's based off of. Or of course you can kind of go with my styling, which is slightly lowered. I would never lower an SUV, but it actually looks a little bit better lowered. Now it looks a little bit more like a hatchback or something. From the front, it does look like if we were ever to get a Jeep Trackhawk in this game or some type of newer Grand Cherokee, then this is what it would look like from the front, but it's not based on that because you can see from the back, it just looks kind of hilarious. But this is basically primarily a crossover Jeep. I mean, it's based off of the Jeep Avenger. It's mostly for the European market, so it's going to be a little bit smaller and all that due to their crazy regulations for vehicles and stuff like that. But supposedly, just driving it over to the Respray LS Customs, I mean, this thing's quick. It accelerates fast. Oh, I just crashed like crazy. Ignore that. But this thing is very, very fast. And I want to just see if the handling is actually pretty good as well. I don't know how good the turning radius is. Look, when you step on the gas, though, look how quick you accelerate. Like, let me start from zero, from a dig, and let's just take off. No wheel spin. Second gear and third gear, this thing is just pulling like absolute crazy. Braking is really good as well. Let's see if it's front or all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. It is all-wheel drive, so that's good to know. You may get a little bit of understeer at those really high speeds when you're trying to take a turn or some type of corner, and you can kind of notice it, but this thing is very fast. So far from what players have told me and have said, you know, in different forums and on Twitter and different gameplays I've watched, and now that I'm driving it myself, I could see that this thing is a very, very fast car. It's going to give some of those other SUVs a little bit of a run for their money, whether it's the Tauros or the Novak and things like that. Is it going to be better than those cars? I'm not too sure. I haven't driven them in a while. It is a little bit bouncy. I don't want to say it's the most stable at high speeds, but I'm actually surprisingly satisfied with it. The performance is nice. If you're looking for like an SUV with good performance, this is definitely going to be one just from first impressions. If you're looking for one that's got great customization, and overall I'm just not a big fan of this styling, like I think we would all prefer a Trackhawk, right? I think that's what players wanted if they got a new Jeep, but we got the Jeep Avenger. So from the front, doesn't look too bad. Looks nice, right? Look at that. I'm using the Trackhawk. Oh, haha, just kidding. I'm using this Jeep Avenger. I don't want to crap on it too much. It's honestly not that terrible looking of a car. It just looks a little bit weird from the back. From the front, it looks nice. But overall, very good performance. Is it worth it for the performance alone? Honestly, if you're looking for a new SUV, I'd say so. Why not? Pick it up this week. Don't forget, G's caches are double money this week in GTA Online, so we're going to be checking out today's or Thursday's G's cache location. There's a few of them basically that we can check out. So normally you make between $50,000 and like $20,000 refill on snacks, armor, stuff like that. So with double money, you're going to make anywhere between $30,000 and almost $40,000. It looks like the first G's Cast location I'm going to check is it. You can see it's just this package right here. It's either got blue tape or red tape on it. You collect it. Let's see what we get. So we got $34,686 plus a refill on ammo and a refill on snacks here in GTA Online for today. So that's pretty nice right there. For a daily collectible that you should be getting anyway, I'll always take double money on it. We had triple money on it recently, and that was really, really good. That was about a month or two ago at this point. Maybe we'll get that in the next couple weeks again. I'd love if they did, you know, daily G's cash bonuses, not even for like a weekly event, but just here and there on a random day, give us double money for it. That would be kind of nice here in this game. Behind me are all of this week's discounted vehicles plus the removed vehicles that are featured back for limited time that are discounted this week. So we have a few other discounted vehicles that are on in-game websites that aren't in this garage. For example, the Overflawed Tyrant is going to be 30% off. Plus, in addition to that, the Dinka Conjo SJ as well as the Trufati Nero are also 30% off. But I just want to cover, the more major removed vehicles because I feel like those have the higher priority and are more sought after by players this week. Of course, we covered everything in my news video like I usually do on Wednesdays, but today we're just going to go over all of the removed vehicles because it's been a couple weeks since I put out a removed vehicles guide reviewing all the performance and stuff like that. So why don't we jump in? So let's start off with the Grotti Stinger you can see right here. Now, this is a very, very stylish Grand Tourer in my opinion. It's got really high speed, good acceleration. I would say it struggles with oversteer at the higher speeds. The braking also isn't incredible. It's kind of less impressive than other classic sports cars you're going to see in this game. But nonetheless, I'd say it's a good choice for players who like a little bit of style more than just like absolute performance superiority. That being said, it is also 30% off, so if you do want to get it this week, you can actually claim it. Of course, you have to go to Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport to actually buy it this week. That is where you could buy it in GTA Online. Next up in the back here, we'll talk about the Gallivanter Baller LE. Now, this is improved over its predecessors of the standard Gallivanter Baller and a little bit better handling, a little bit better acceleration, things like that. But this model is definitely going to shine because it's got pretty good off-road performance, especially if you put off-road tires on here, so that's pretty cool. It's got pretty impressive torque, traction. Of course, you could see it lacks in ground clearance, so it's not the best off-roader ever, but if you just want to be speedy along like, the desert trails or dirt roads and things like that, this is pretty good. Of course, you can also get the Gallivanter Baller LE Armored, which can tank one rocket and things like that before it blows up, which is going to be like a little bit better, but nonetheless, this is what we have right here. Again, you can get this from Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport. Next, we'll move on to the Vapid Bullet. This is a nice blend of sports and supercar right here with this car. I'd say in terms of acceleration and handling, it is pretty good, but of course, the high-end top speed of the Vapid Bullet is going to be a little bit lacking here. But overall, I'd say it's still worth picking up as a collector's item due to its rarity post San Andreas Mercenaries update. The Vapid Bullet is an OG vehicle to GTA Online, and Rockstar unfortunately removed it. They should have kept all the OGs in the game, but nonetheless, here we go. If you do want to get it, you can get this at the LS Car Meet this week. It is going to be 30% off right here, so keep that in mind. Then we will move on to this green one right here, my uncustomized Pfister 811. I figured I'd just buy every single one to showcase to you. If you want to buy them in-game this week, this is exactly how they're going to look like when they show up at your garage, because of course you can't customize the color when you decide to buy them because these are all removed from in-game websites. You have to buy them from the vendor itself. But nonetheless, here we go. Pfister 811. This is definitely, I would say, probably going to be the most popular car for this week. It's known for its exceptional top speed. It's actually really, really high. It's got great acceleration. I think it can go almost 135 miles an hour, which is kind of crazy. It does struggle with handling in tight corners. It has a really bad turning radius, but nonetheless, still excels on tracks with long straightaways. And overall, it is highly desirable despite the handling and not being the best. It is also going to be 30% off this week. Then over here to the right of it, you can see we have the Coil Raiden. This is, of course, just like a first generation Tesla. It's an electric sedan in this game. Because it's electric, it's got good acceleration and I would say good handling, but it's going to suffer because it's got really low durability. Of course, armor is going to improve that. And overall, it's just going to be less ideal for aggressive driving scenarios, but I would say still, again, solid enough performance this week that if you want to get it for 30% off, you're not absolutely wasting your money. You can add it to your EV garage or something like that if you have it. Then we'll talk about this Obey 9F Cabrio. This is going to offer similar performance to the normal 9F Coupe that we talked about from last week. Very nimble handling, strong stability. It's going to fall short in the traction department when you push it to its absolute limit, but overall it's a very visually appealing choice with some functional limitations. Really awesome Audi R8 in this game though. Of course, this is the OG Audi R8 before we got the 10F. You can get this one at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport. You can get this at the LS Car Meet. You can get this at the LS Car Meet. You can get this at the LS Car Meet. And then the last one we have to talk about here is the Anus Cognoscenti. Now, there's so many different kinds of these cars, so you may get confused on which one this is. This is just the standard one, so it's going to offer decent speed, decent acceleration for its class, but it is super long. It has a long wheelbase. It's a very large, boat-heavy car, so you're going to be hampered by very sluggish handling and I would say poor braking overall. It's definitely suited for those preferring like a little bit of resilience and of course luxury design over agility and like absolute best performance and handling in this game. But nonetheless, if you do want to get it, it's available at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport. We also forgot to mention the LCC Hexer. It's durable, capable of smooth cruising, handling isn't top notch, but it manages good enough in traffic. I'd say it's just a nice choice for those who enjoy a nice stylish motorcycle here. You know, again, if you don't need top tier performance, maybe you want to pick this up this week. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, you can unlock one of this week's 2 free vehicles. We do have the Shih Tzu Hakuchou Drag, so it's an awesome drag bike in this game. On next gen, with HSW upgrades, that's definitely by far the fastest bike, and so you definitely want to try and unlock it this week. You guys seem to like me spinning the wheel and seeing if we can unlock anything good, so we might as well, in these weekly update guides, we might as well try and spin the wheel, and then on Tuesdays for our weekly update reminder, we can continue it, so you can see 2 of these from my channel a week. We're not going to get the vehicle, but we are going to get $20,000, which is always appreciated here, so I will definitely take that. You guys always tell me to do this in my videos, so you know what? I'm not going to forget for you guys today right here. Get your daily chips from the casino. You can get your visitor bonus of 1,000, so I'm going to claim mine. There we go. Not gonna forget this week. Your LS Car Meet prize ride for this week that you can see behind me is the Volcar Warner HKR. In order to unlock it, the prize ride challenge you need to complete this week is just for winning LS Car Meet Series races for 2 days in a row. So unlock it tomorrow as long as you place first today, and tomorrow you will be able to claim it for absolute free. I will cover this in my Wednesday news and information video for the weekly event. Same with all the other changes for the week. This is just the weekly update guide, so I figured I'd showcase to you guys what it looks like in game, but we're only going to be talking about this. And over there, those are the LS Car Meet vehicles that we talked about earlier. All of those are removed vehicles that you can get as well. Now, I'm not trying to gas up a weapon discount this much in game, but I feel like for this occasion, I have to, because it is such a good gun. It's incredibly looking, it's incredible sounding. It's just one of my favorite weapons completely in general. If you ask me about some of my favorite guns in real life, I'll give you this one. So the gun van location this week. If you want to get it from the gun van this week, if you are playing on Thursday, July 18th, you can find the gun van in this location in La Mesa. So we're gonna check it out right here. The weapon that I'm talking about, you could probably guess, it is the M16. It is the service carbine in this game. I would say it's better than the carbine rifle Mark II, but it's not as good as the special carbine. They're all just so close in terms of weapon performance, damage, range, time to kill, etc., things like that. But I would say for this specific weapon, this is definitely one of those guns that I would say is just my favorite in-game as well because of the sound. So if you want to buy it in-game, you can get it here at the gun van this week. Just real fast, listen to how good it sounds. Players say it's even better with a suppressor, and it sounds good with a suppressor, but listen to it unsilenced. You can't beat that. It reminds me of how it sounds in Left 4 Dead. I mean, this is basically how the gun sounds IRL too, but it just sounds so good in GTA Online. I have to use it unsilenced, and it's definitely my favorite weapon to use. You see it in a lot of my gameplays. The reason I'm talking about it in this video is because it's going to be my special pick for this week, because it is 40% off at the gun van this week. So it's extremely cheap. You're not going to find a better opportunity, I would think, this year to actually unlock the service carbine, unless of course we somehow get it for 50% off in a future week before 2024 wraps up. But who knows how likely that's going to be. Definitely get it this week on 40% off discount while you have the time. With all that being said, though, I think we'll wrap up the video right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you guys are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA 5 Online, Red Dead Online, and just Rockstar Games content as a whole, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and I will keep you guys updated here on my channel daily, so make sure you hit that sub button. Also, if you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, I highly recommend you guys join one of the live streams over on Twitch. Join up on the community. We grind GTA Online and Red Dead Online. Basically what I do with these two games, I just grind money, do all the fun activities, do some open lobbies. We have a ton of fun playing these games. Also, those platforms are definitely the best platforms to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you are also more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms, so definitely keep that in mind. All of my links can be found down below in my description box. Again, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.